Well, guys, you can guess what I'm up to now. Pulling some more fabric and wood, and of course, dried cut grass, and mixing it in with the fresh cut grass and throwing it on the pile right here. I'm also trying to do some cleanup outside here, trying to get all the junk out of the yard. I've got more fabrics here to burn. All these plastics here and all this junk that was in the fridge before, I've set that to the side. I have to sort that out. All of this stuff is being sorted. It's a combination of stuff. I've got aluminum cans and metal in this bag right here. I've got empty cassette gas cans here. I've got in this box right here on the top. It's supposed to be glass, but I don't have as many glass bottles right now, so there are a few plastic bottles in there. And then underneath that, there's another box of plastic bottles. More plastic bottles there. Tons of PET bottles and plastic bottles. There are more over there. I do have some recycle bins that Jake helped me get whenever he was here. As soon as I can get all this stuff thrown away, then I will clean these up and put some fresh bags in there, and I'll be able to catch up finally. But still trying to get caught up on that. Let me show you where I'm at in here. These are the final fabrics that I need to get out of that middle bedroom in the back. But as you see, if you have seen some of my last videos, you'll remember that the fridge was down here on the floor in the GameCon, but it was really, really messy and dirty. I had to take it out yesterday. I got a couple of pictures of that, and that's about it. I didn't record any video. I just don't feel too much um, motivation to record a ton of video. Instead, I just figured I would get some stuff done and then show you what I've done. And then, from there, you can kind of see the progress along the way instead of me filming every little thing that I'm doing as I go, because it's so much easier for me to film after I'm finished rather than trying to film while I'm doing stuff. But right now I'm trying to multitask. I'm walking up the steps here and going through the GameCon into the Irori room, and then to the left in the middle room in the front middle room. In there, there's still a lot of stuff and a lot of fabrics, a lot of old furniture and junk, plastic things, electronics, batteries, just you name it, it's in there. The only thing that's not in that room are things like aluminum cans and bottles, but everything else is in there. So what I'm doing is I'm slowly bringing out everything that's burnable and bringing it out here to toss it on the pile. The futons are taking a really long time to burn, but that's fine because the reason is I have so many other things to do, so I can multitask. So in between that, what I've been trying to do is a combination of things. First of all, like I mentioned, getting this area cleaned up out here. I'm trying to gather up all the junk in the backyard. So everything from there all the way down here, all the way around the house. I guess I can go around and show you right quick. I have cut a lot of the grass again. This is the second cut. Um, I hired somebody several weeks ago to come out here and cut this while I was not here. And so you can see they did actually cut all of this, but this is how much it's grown since then. So, but anyway, I cut all the front of the house all the way along here. I need to go back in here and cut this under the kura, the edge of the kura. But this is growing very slowly, so it wasn't a priority yet in all of this here. But as you can see, the wind just blows and scatters wood and plastic all over the yard. This wood here is all rotten and bad, so I'm about to throw it on the pile. The plastic pieces here are breaking up and falling apart, and all of these. I'm about to get all this cleaned up. After all of these plastic pieces and pots and all of this junk and all the garbage is basically picked up and the yard is looking really nice, then what I'll be doing is going back and picking up all of these stones and pieces of concrete and all of this garbage and getting those out of the main part of the yard. And there are a couple of reasons for that. But the main reason is whenever I'm cutting grass, man, hitting these when I'm cutting grass is so painful because my trimmer is just throwing it at me, and it's hitting me in the legs and it's hitting me in the arms. I've cut myself all these little red dots on my arms, or where I've been hit by stones and rocks and just pieces of crap. And I'm getting tired of that. So the best way to mitigate that is to get out here and pick up these stones. And the only way I can do it, unfortunately, is after I cut the grass. So it's kind of a lose win situation, I guess you could say. But the good thing is, once I get all that crap out of the yard, the next time I cut it, I don't have to deal with that anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But for now, I'm going to keep dividing up the recyclable junk, and I am going to be pulling down this blue tarp because it served its purpose. I still have the outdoor shower. I don't have it hooked up to the water well right now, the shallow well. I'm debating about whether or not to go ahead and do that or not. And here's why. This will probably be the last thing I show you, and then I'll be out of here. It's just a quick update. Nothing spectacular. No cuts, no edits. Just real footage. It's raw. Right here is the old pump, guys. This right here is the, I don't know, 30-plus-year-old water pump. And you'll see that it has on the back side, it has a pipe going down, and it has two pipes here going down into the ground, and one of those pipes goes straight down into the well. There's a well under here, and the other two pipes go towards the house, and right over here on the right side is an electrical outlet. So you don't know it yet, or maybe you do, who knows. Inside the dome in there is a brand new well pump, a deep well pump. It's very strong, nothing at all compared to the last pump. The last pump I got cost about $150. The new pump costs more than 3 times that, but it is really strong, should be stronger than this one, and it has its own housing and everything. It's ready to go. So my my main priority, once I get all this cleaned up out here, is to come out here. I'm going to do a little more trimming on this bush to make it more easily accessible. Go ahead and pull this bad boy out of here and take a look in the well. Um, First, I'm going to have to do some more cleaning out around this. I don't want a whole bunch of junk falling in the well, and I want to be able to see the edges clearly. And then from there, I'll know if I need something else to go on top. Maybe the top cap is in good condition. I don't need to replace it. Maybe it's a concrete cap. It probably is. If so, and it's still there, I don't need to replace it. I just want to get a flashlight, look down in there, see how deep the well is. Hopefully I'm seeing water down there. And once I do, go ahead and get the pump hooked up, pump that water out, and I can take it to the Higashi Hiroshima City office where they will uh, run some tests on it and determine what kind of use I can get out of that water, whether it's just a washing or if it's drinkable. If it's drinkable, I'll be extremely ecstatic. So, what I'm looking for is being able to shower and wash at the very least with this water. If not, drinking also. How awesome would that be? And then I did say that probably would be the last thing, but there's one more thing. This right here, I have to get repaired. I have to finish repairing this because there is still water leaking under the house. It's going in right here, and it comes out primarily from a pipe that is in there. And you guys probably know, some of you who've been following me for a while, you know that I tried to plug this up with some ready mix concrete, but the problem was that I can't get the leak stopped long enough for the concrete to set. And so this pipe that goes here under the wall and up into this field back there, it's draining from somewhere back there. And I'm wondering if I can get the trajectory of this pipe and maybe go out there somehow and find where it's draining from. If I can, maybe I can divert it. But the other option, maybe the easiest option, is to try to connect to this pipe right here and divert it somewhere else. What I'd like to be able to do, if at all possible, is use this water source because this is coming down from this small mountain back here. And what I would like to do, since this is mountain water, is use this for an outdoor onsen. And of course, my idea originally was to expand this. This used to be a very small fish pond, like a koi pond. And that's nice and all, but a koi pond requires a good bit of attention and time and care, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. But building an onsen back here would be really cool, would it not? I hate that the well pump is like that close, but at the same time, how cool would it be to have an outdoor onsen just a few steps away from the back door of the Genkan? Anyway, that's it for me for now. It looks like I'm almost ready to throw and mix this around and throw another um, piece of fabric on there. But I hope you guys have a really great day. Thanks for checking in with me. And I wanted to try to keep this around 10 minutes. It looks like I did my job. As you can see, there's always more stuff to do. If for some reason you're around Hiroshima, feel free to stop by. I'm here most of the time, but always best to message me before you come just to make sure I'm around. I am still driving, thankfully. So anybody who doesn't have a car, you can always take the bus out to Toyosaka and I'll come pick you up. You can always stop by and visit. And I would appreciate the extra help cleaning up because there's always so much to do. That's all for now. Love you guys. John